Indiana Fever were once at the bottom of the WNBA, a team struggling to find its way. But that's all changing now. And it's changing because of one player, Caitlin Clark. Clark isn't just a rising star, she's transforming the Fever into the league's hottest free agent destination. Players from around the WNBA are taking notice, and today we're diving deep into what 10 top free agents really think about Caitlin Clark and what her presence means for the Fever's future. Let's jump right into it. Number 10, Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell has been the heart and soul of the Indiana Fever for 7 years, a player who poured everything into her team. But now, with her future as an unrestricted free agent hanging in the balance, the entire franchise is on edge. Why? Because things are changing in Indiana fast. Caitlin Clark's arrival has shifted the dynamic entirely. Now, instead of being the lone warrior, Mitchell finds herself standing next to one of the most electrifying talents in women's basketball. But what does Kelsey really think about sharing the spotlight with Caitlin? She's never been the type to crave the attention. An introvert, someone who quietly dominated, averaging 19.2 points per game last season. But she knows the Fever's future is bright, and Clark is a big part of that. Could Mitchell and Clark become the most dangerous backcourt duo in the league? Will Kelsey stay, take the Supermax deal, and fight for a championship alongside Caitlin? Or will she take her talents elsewhere? Number 9, Nneka Ogwumike. Nneka Ogwumike isn't just any player. She's a 9-time All-Star, a former MVP, and a player whose presence on the floor is felt every time she steps onto it. So when Nneka speaks, people listen. And when it comes to Caitlin Clark, Nneka isn't shy about giving credit where it's due. "You can't deny her impact," she said, nodding to the sheer excitement that Clark brings to every game. Nneka's championship experience and versatility would make her an ideal fit for the Fever. Imagine her pairing with Clark, taking the team from playoff hopefuls to title contenders in one season. But Nneka has options. Is she ready to join forces with the rising star in Indiana, or will she seek a different challenge? One thing's for sure, Caitlin Clark has everyone watching, and Nneka is no exception. Number 8, Satou Sabally. Satou Sabally has quickly become one of the WNBA's most exciting young stars. At just 25, she's already turning heads with her all-around game, averaging 19.4 points, 8.4 rebounds, and 4.5 assists per game in the 2023 season. Sabally knows greatness when she sees it, and when she looks at Caitlin Clark, she sees a generational talent. "Caitlin is her own economy," Satou said, referring to the buzz and excitement Clark brings to every gym she plays in. Fans are showing up in droves, not just for the Fever, but for Caitlin. And Sabally? She's taking notice. But here's where it gets interesting. Satou recently signed with WME Sports, the same agency that represents Aaliyah Boston, another rising star in Indiana. Could Sabally, Boston, and Clark form the next WNBA super team? The Fever faithful are dreaming big. Will Sabally join them and create a frontcourt duo for the ages? Number 7, Kelsey Plum. Kelsey Plum has a reputation for lighting up scoreboards across the WNBA. In 2023, she shot a blistering 41.4% from beyond the arc, consistently draining shots from deep. But when she's not sinking threes, she's showing support for players like Caitlin Clark. Plum has been vocal about how much she respects Clark, even reaching out to help Caitlin's family navigate the pressures that come with being in the spotlight. It's a bond that's built on mutual admiration. Plum knows what it's like to carry a team, and she sees that same fire in Clark. But could these two sharpshooters share the floor? If the Fever could bring in Plum to join forces with Clark, the combination of their outside shooting would be deadly. The Aces cap situation may force them to part ways with Plum, and Indiana could be the perfect landing spot. Are the Fever building something unstoppable? Number 6, Gabby Williams. Defense wins championships, and Gabby Williams knows that better than anyone. Williams has built her career on her ability to lock down opponents, and though her 2024 WNBA season was limited due to overseas commitments, she's still one of the most feared defenders in the league. What does Gabby think about Caitlin Clark? She's admired her from afar, even tweeting about Clark's insane 40-point triple-double in college. Gabby's mindset is simple. Both offense and defense matter. and she prides herself on contributing to both ends of the floor. Imagine Williams and Clark, back-to-back, running the floor, with Gabby's tenacity on defense and Caitlin's ability to score at will. That kind of combination could be what takes the Fever to the next level. Number 5, Odyssey Sims. Odyssey Sims is no stranger to adversity. She's played for 6 different teams in 8 years, but one thing has never changed: her ability to score. In 2024, Sims proved she still has plenty left in the tank, averaging 17 points per game during her stint with the Dallas Wings. But now free agency looms, and the Fever are in need of a proven playmaker. Sims has nothing but respect for Caitlin Clark, praising her unselfish play and her ability to elevate her teammates. But can Sims and Clark coexist in the same backcourt? Sims is a scorer, but she's also a facilitator, and that's exactly what the Fever need alongside their rookie sensation. If Indiana wants to stack their roster with proven talent, Sims could be the piece that completes the puzzle. Is a comeback on the horizon for Odyssey in a Fever uniform? Number 4, Kia Nurse. After coming back from a devastating injury, Kia Nurse is looking to make her mark once again. She's been a standout for Canada on the international stage, and now she's thinking about what's next in the WNBA. Nurse has admired Clark's rise and knows that Indiana could be a great place to rebuild her career. Her three-point shooting and experience could mesh perfectly with Clark's dynamic play. Number 3, Tina Charles. Tina Charles is already one of the greatest to ever play the game. A former MVP and an 8-time All-Star, she's accomplished nearly everything, except winning that elusive championship ring. Charles has expressed respect for Clark's game in the way she's handling the spotlight. Could joining the Fever and mentoring Clark be the final chapter in Charles's legendary career? It's a story that Fever fans are eager to see unfold. Number 2, Erica Wheeler. Erica Wheeler's time with the Fever has been nothing short of inspiring. From going undrafted to becoming an All-Star MVP, Wheeler has fought for everything she's earned. Her bond with Clark is one of mutual respect, and if Wheeler chooses to stay with the Fever, her leadership and grit could help Clark and the team push through to the next level. The question remains, will Erica run it back with the Fever, or will she seek a new challenge? Number 1, Diana Taurasi. Diana Taurasi is one of the most legendary figures in basketball, and she's taken notice of Caitlin Clark. Taurasi has praised Clark's talent and how she's handled the immense pressure of being in the spotlight. Could the GOAT join forces with the young star? It would be a dream come true for Fever fans. Even if Taurasi doesn't join the team, her respect for Clark shows just how impactful Caitlin has already become in such a short time. Who will join Clark and help the Fever reach the top? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to stay updated on all things WNBA and Caitlin Clark.